Your court television news starting now.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a end of the week news update. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm waiting for this sign just to start peeling down and wait for it. It's going to fall and it's going to bug the shit out of me. Hold on, let me fix that really quick and then we'll start this update the right way. Hold on. Oh my gosh. All right, stay for just 30 minutes to an hour. I promise. All right, that'll work. As long as it doesn't fall, I'm good with it. All right, everybody. So, sorry about that little disruption there, little technical difficulty. But again, I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me, your host, NJCourts, on this not 12, but otherwise known as December the 10th. Last December the 10th of 2023, although it is the only one of 2023. Rio, you want to say hi to everybody? Yeah? You guys say hi to Rio? Kind of see him? Hold on. Rio, there we go. Say hi. Say hi. Anyways, you guys catch my drift, I guess. It's late. Getting a little tired, not going to lie. My shoulder's killing me today even more than it was last week when I thought my injury was kind of getting better. My ankle's killing me today. I don't know what I did with that because I was outside all day doing yard work. So I'm a mess this evening, but it does not matter because we are still going to push through and we're going to get you this end of the week court news update. All right, so I think notifications just went out. We'll give it about a couple minutes. That way everybody gets their notification, gives them a couple minutes to get their little popcorn and soda pop. If you're having a brewski or an adult beverage tonight, cheers. I am not, but I will join you with a little hot cocoa action here. So cheers. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. Tomorrow does start the Monday, beginning of our, second week of December? Almost Christmas time. All right, so let me get situated here. I've got you guys up here on my phone. Actually, hold on. Now I got you guys here on my phone, and I see everybody in the jury. So again, thank you guys so much for your participation today in the chat. I want to say thank you to all the members of the jury that already had a chance to like and comment or just even look at the documents that I posted earlier today for a members of the jury only, for your eyes only. But don't worry, for the rest of everybody here, as promised, I will be posting and sharing those documents that I posted earlier for just the members of the jury to look at so that everybody can see them today. Just kind of gave a little sneak peek to the jury members first. But I'll be sharing that with you this evening, kind of giving an itinerary, what we got for tonight's end of week court news update. We're going to dissect a little bit of the Controlla court case a little bit better for everybody, pertaining more towards the what is she facing as far as possible sentencing, probation, yada, yada, yada. I had a lot of questions come through the Instagram in regards to that, so I'm going to try to answer a few of those and kind of clarify a few things. Then we're going to jump into the Jimmy the Christian case. Yes, it's been a while since we've done an update on that, and I do got some updates for you regarding that case, as well as some paperwork that we've got to take a look at this evening. We're going to look at a video from that case as well, some body cam footage that was nothing that I requested. This is from another channel. We're going to take a look at that body cam footage from the Jimmy the Christian case. And then we are going to end tonight's show sharing that paperwork that I shared with the members of the jury in regards to the EBZ court case and kind of give you a little bit of a brief summary of what's going on with that, just in case you missed the last update to that. But most importantly, we're going to be looking at that paperwork that the jury to look at, but I'm going to share that with everybody this evening. So we'll finish up tonight's end of the week court update news program with finishing up with EBZ. So we've got Controlla, we'll jump into Jimmy the Christian, and then we'll finish up with a little bit of some EBZ news. All right. Let's see here. I think that's given enough time for people to join us. I think the notifications have been pushed out. Let me get, you guys up here on my comments. Oh, and I want to say, first off, from our last show, I forgot to, I guess I didn't catch a donation that came through at the end. So I want to shout that individual out, and that is Cat Crazy. So, Cat Crazy, I'm not sure if you're here in the chat. Longtime supporter of the channel, and I want to say thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you for donating those 5 memberships that I unfortunately did not catch till after I was reminded by my mods, and thank you for doing such a terrific job, mods, by the way. That said, NJ, you forgot to shout out this last donation that came through. So here we are. So for those members that actually, I believe it was 5 new memberships that Cat Crazy donated right at the end of that show. So Cat Crazy, again, thank you so much for your continued support. And I want to welcome those 5 new members from that last show. Okay, so welcome 5 new members. So I want to kind of start out with that shout out from the last show. And then as we were waiting for this live stream to start, we had a couple of things go on. So I just noticed Riot Coke just became a double OG. I think at 8 months we're a triple OG. So Riot Coke, I appreciate 7 months as a member. Definitely part of the OG club, my friend. And thank you for your continued support. Riot Coke, Cat Crazy. Actually, hold on. Let me move my coffee before we get hot. Or not coffee, hot chocolate everywhere. This gavel slam goes out to you. Everybody, if you got a gavel in your arsenal of emojis, you know who you are, members of the jury. Spam them if you got them, please. This gavel slam goes out to you guys. All right. What a way to start tonight's show. Oh, and I didn't forget, we actually had another new member tonight. Welcome, ICU, to the jury. New members starting this evening. So, ICU, thank you so much for your support. Welcome as a new member of the jury. Spam them if you got them. And this gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. And welcome. All right. Good way to get the blood pumping. Kind of woke me up a bit, as you can probably see. All right, let's get this show going. Nothing too long. I know it is late, especially for my friends on the East Coast. It's about 9 o'clock here, so it's going to be about, 11 o'clock your time. So probably about a 30, 45-minute show, if that, or maybe a little longer. Who knows? But again, just doing some quick updates. Most importantly, I think you'll be learning a little bit more new information in regards to the Jimmy the Christian case. And just to let you know, starting next year, we've got a lot of cases that we're going to be following up with. And what I mean by that is their trials start. So Jimmy the Christian, a lot of stuff starts next year. We've got the Trina the Golden case. Stuff starts in February. Okay. We've got Controlla gets sentenced in February. Okay. Ski Mask Andy, that one is before the new year. He goes in front of a judge on December the 28th. So I want to correct myself. For some reason, I keep saying December 24th. I don't know why I have Christmas Eve in my head. But no, he will not be at court on Christmas Eve. It's December 28th. So I apologize if you caught me saying the 24th last time. It is December 28th, and that is in regards to Ski Mask Andy's next court hearing. So still got a lot of, got a few things to finish off the year as far as court cases that we need to do updates on and follow up on. Then we've got a lot of stuff just starting off right into 2024. All right. So it is going to be a busy beginning of the year. And as I always say, in this type of content, this type of business, I always, want to say, I hope it's not going to be a busy year, because that means I'm going to be covering a bunch of shitheads, and I prefer not to do that. Realistically, I would hope there'll be a day where there is nobody to cover because nobody's getting in trouble on YouTube. But I don't think that's going to be coming anytime soon, unfortunately. So until that day comes, yes, we will continue to report on all these bad apples on the YouTube streets. All right, guys. Cheers one more time for all my friends. Thank you again for joining me this evening. I think we've got enough time for everybody to settle on in. So let's get this update going. All right. So we said we were going to start with Controlla. So what I want to do is just start off by replaying really quick. Oh, man, my shoulder's killing me tonight. Sorry. I want to start by just replaying the last hearing. That's going to be the audio from the December 4th hearing. I want to just play that through one time, and then I want to dissect a little bit of what we hear, especially more towards the end is where I got a lot of questions. I also want to correct myself. From my last update in regards to this hearing, I had mentioned something in regards, and we're going to hear it too. This obviously, this is not something I just misheard. We did hear correctly. The judge did mention some jail time, but that has to do with breaking probation. That's not jail time that she is looking at as far as sentencing that the judge was speaking in regards to. So I just want to make that clarification out because I think a lot of people misunderstood and thought that that's what she was facing as part of her sentencing. That is what she's facing if she is to break probation, if she's to get probation as far as part of her sentencing. So that's like one of the things I want to kind of dissect and clarify. But there's a few other things that we're going to listen to that I want to give everybody a better explanation because, one, I've had more time to listen to the audio and kind of, dissect it myself. And two, I've had more time to do some homework on a few things I had questions on, and I want to share that information with you guys. So let me get that pulled up here really quick. Let me get chat back up here. Again, I will try my best to read chat as we're going with these clips. When I start talking like this, it is kind of hard to I like to check in every, like couple of seconds. But again, if I miss a question or something, just re-ask it or hit me up through Instagram or email if ultimately I don't catch it and it's something that you really want answered. All right. It's not that I'm being rude or I'm ignoring you. It's just when we start getting especially when we get over 100 people in the chat, for me at least, it gets a little bit difficult to start trying to read everything in chat. So whenever we're playing a clip, I can kind of do that really good. And that's when I usually try to read chat as much as I can. But when I'm doing this, I apologize if I missed a question and I will try my best to catch those. Goya Base, how did Trina? Yeah, well, it looks like somebody's already answered you in chat, so I appreciate chat for doing that. And when we get to that, you'll probably learn a lot more if you're new to that case. But until we get to that case, feel free to go back into the vault of NJCourts past live stream updates, and you will find some regarding the Trina Golden case, including some video from one of her hearings, if I'm not mistaken. I think we got. So yeah, no, we did. So it's been a while, and again, that case is going to continue next year. So we'll be focusing more on that coming next year, which is coming up here very soon. All right, let me get my pen. Let me just get this video uploaded here really quick, and like I said, we'll take a little run through of it one time, and then I want to break down a few things that the judge discussed. That way there's a little bit better of an understanding of some of that stuff. All right, so let's get this here. It's going to be a video file. There it is.
On the calendar
all right, give me 1 second.
Under indictment 20.
All right, if we do get any donations while this video is playing or clip, just out of the respect of everybody listening to it, I will go ahead and shout that donation out as soon as that clip is done, okay? And before I start that, let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, let's see here. All right. What up, Jilly from Philly? What up, Brandy? What up, Ono? What up, Super Roofer? Glad to see my mods in the house. What up, Kelly? We've got Dreaminology, Passed Out Andy, Sunshinery, Goya Bay, Sweet and Sassy. Cesar, what up, my friend? Ray, 1144, good to see you. All right. Just a couple little shout outs while I had a chance here. All right, so I've got the video up, and I'm going to start it right now. I will keep my mouth shut, I promise. Let's pay attention and listen. I do recommend that you put your audio all the way up and then tune it down as you go. other than that, it's pretty decent audio in my opinion. And once we're done with the video, we'll have a little discussion. Like I said, I want to dissect a few of the things that the judge says. Also, I want to take a look at, again, just in case you missed it, we're going to take a look at the possibility of some things that may, depending on how it goes on her sentencing, that she may be facing. Okay. Again, these are just possibilities. Just keep that in mind. So with that being said, let's start this clip. What up, Spirit in the Sky Blue? Troze, North Texas Angel. What up? Looks like, just to give you a little update, Dallas is still playing, kicking some Philly booty. Uh-oh. All right, here we go.
Calendar is entitled State versus Tabona under indictment 2305577. Appearances of counsel, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Lindsay Ross, proceed.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. NJCourts on behalf of Bernstein Benedetto on behalf of Mr. Bona.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, ma'am. Can we swear in Mr. Bona?
And please raise your right hand, say your full name for the record, and spell your last name.
Carissa Tabona, Tabona.
Do you swear affirm the testimony about to give this court today to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Rating and MC, please keep your voice up and be recorded.
How old are you, ma'am?
37.
How far did you go in school?
I'm in college.
Therefore, you read, write, and understand the English language. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drug, alcohol, medication, or suffering from any medical condition that would impact your ability to understand these proceedings?
No.
Did you have an opportunity to go through the plea papers with
Yes.
Mr. Seawald? And did he answer all the questions you may have had?
Yes.
I see initials at the bottom of each of the pages as well as a signature on page 5. Did you initial and sign these pages, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you understand that by doing so, you're acknowledging that you have reviewed each of the pages and understood them?
Yes.
And I also see some circles where the answers are indicated. Did you do that yourself or your attorney did it on your
My
behalf?
attorney.
And although he may have done it, those are your answers, ma'am?
Yes.
Those answers are truthful?
Yes.
It's my understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to count 1 of the indictment, charging you with an amended count of simple assault, which is a disorderly person's offense. Additionally, you're going to be pleading guilty to count 3 of summons 2023-43. Do we
Yes.
have a copy of that summons?
It's in the back, Your Honor,
In the back of what?
of the plea papers. It's right before the indictment.
Right before the indictment?
And they are
Okay, I got it. Summons 2023-43-1219. Charging you with simple assault, a disorderly person's offense. In exchange for your guilty plea, the state's recommendation is a term of non-custodial probation. The underlying charges on the summons will be dismissed as well as any remaining counts of the indictment. Is that your understanding, ma'am?
Yes.
Is that the entirety of the agreement between yourself and the state?
Yes.
Have any outside threats or promises been made in order to get you to enter into this guilty plea?
No.
You doing so knowingly, voluntarily, and of your own free will, not being forced, threatened, or coerced by anyone?
Yes.
Pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Did you have enough time to speak to Mr. Seawald?
Yes.
Did he answer all the questions you may have had?
Yes.
You satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
You understand that once this guilty plea is entered, it cannot be taken back except under very limited circumstances?
Yes.
You also understand that you did not have to enter a guilty plea. You could have had a trial.
Yes.
Had you gone to trial, you could have spoken up on your own behalf, remained silent. Mr. Seawald could have cross-examined any witnesses or put in a defense for you, but that's not going to happen because you're entering this guilty plea. Is that correct?
Yes.
Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole for any other offense?
No.
You understand as a condition of probation, you must remain offense-free, report as directed, and if you do not, you could face up to 180 days on a disorderly person's offense. And because these are two separate incidences, it could actually be consecutive, making it up to 360 days, ma'am.
Yes.
You face up to a $25 a month probationary supervision fee, $50 victim of crime, up to $100 victim of crime compensation fund penalty, and a $75 safe neighborhood streets fund penalty. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
I do not have to accept the recommendation of the state, but if I did sentence you more harshly, you could take back your guilty plea, and anything you say today would not be used against you. With all those things being taken into consideration, is it still your intention to enter into this guilty plea?
Yes.
In order for me to accept your plea, I first have to hear what it is that you have done, so Mr. Sewell is going to ask you some questions.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Carissa, if I could draw your attention, January 16, 2023, were you operating your motor vehicle in the borough of Sayreville?
Yes.
And would you agree that you operated the vehicle in a reckless manner, specifically by utilizing a handheld electronic device, correct?
Yes.
And would you agree that it caused, bodily injury to your 5-year-old daughter because she complained about pain to her head, correct?
Yes.
And the passenger in the other vehicle, the front passenger, would you agree the other passenger in the other vehicle, which was hit, complained about pain to her neck, back, left rib area, and left knee?
Yes.
We submit, Your Honor.
Court is likewise satisfied that Ms. Sabona has given an adequate factual basis for the guilty plea. No outside threat. She understands the nature of the charge as well as the consequence of the guilty plea. No outside threats or promises have been made in order to get her to enter into the guilty plea. She's doing so not only voluntarily and with the assistance of competent counsel, in which she has indicated that she is satisfied. Are we getting a pre-sentence report?
It's for probation. I haven't done a DPP with probation in a while, so I'm not sure if the court requires pre-sentence report for that.
I would move for simultaneous sentencing if the court permitted.
I know that's a criminal division thing. I'm not sure what the current rules are.
Well, sometimes if it's fines and penalties, that's not a big deal, but since it is a probationary offense, are they going to require a pre-sentence report? I don't know that it's always necessary, but because of the nature of the offenses, I'm not sure. It might be most appropriate. Because one of the victims is someone who is not the relative of Mr. Bona, and therefore that person might want to be heard. So
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to have a pre-sentence report. When are we going to sentence on? February 2nd?
February 9th.
It's February 9th. We're going to give you a notice for February 9th, ma'am.
It's here.
But
If possible, I don't know if she could do it by Zoom.
it can be.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're going to give you a paper notice.
All right, you guys. So there you go. Again, just going to play that once. If you want to hear that again, you're more than welcome to catch it as a replay here, or check it out as the original live stream where we just feature that audio itself. And you're more than welcome to catch that as a replay. But like I said, just to kind of, speak briefly on it, I just kind of wanted to dissect a few things that we heard kind of towards the end. One of them I've already kind of began to discuss about, and that had to do with, you hearing the judge say something about 180 days, 360 days consecutively. Okay. That was one of the first things that I wanted to clarify. Because I had a lot of people asking, oh, is that what she, well, no, that's not part of the sentencing. Okay. What that is if she is to break probation, which if you guys heard, that was one of the other things I wanted to see if people caught. The recommendation from the state in this case right now is non-custodial probation. Okay. So for those that are wondering what she's facing or what she could be facing, well, right now, the state is recommending that her punishment be non-custodial probation. Okay. That's where you hear the judge make her understand that if she is to get probation, that if in this case, being that she has 2 charges against her, and each charge carries 180 days in jail time if she's to break probation on that charge. So that's where you hear the judge say that she faces a possibility of up to 360 days in jail. And mind you, that has to be served consecutively, okay? So not concurrent, which means, she just does 180 days and that covers everything. No, for both charges. She's got to do 180 days for one charge and then another 180 days for the second charge, equaling a total of 360 days. Again, that is only if she is to, one, receive probation as far as her sentencing, and if she is to break any of the conditions of that probation, okay? So I just want to clarify that for everybody. Let's see here. And yes, that is what the state is recommending. Now, there is a part, and I'm going to replay that part here, where the judge does tell her and the state, okay, makes it very clear that depending on how the pretrial report goes, okay, or pre-sentencing report goes, that one, the judge can always, say, yeah, no plea deal, okay, and make this go to an actual jury hearing, okay? Or when the sentencing happens, she doesn't have to go or abide by what the state is recommending, which is the non-custodial probation. That judge can very well sentence to her on what those charges, as far as what sentences they possibly face, okay? And we're going to go over that. As a matter of fact, that's a good segue into that. So give me a second. Let me pull that up here. So, assault by auto, New Jersey. Now, another thing here. This is something that I think we're probably not going to really clarify until the date of sentencing, is you heard the judge say something along the lines of simple assault, and then we've also heard assault by auto, okay? Based on the docket notes or the case paperwork, it shows that she pled guilty to 2 counts of assault by auto. According to this judge, the judge is claiming that looks like one of those charges or one count is not assault by auto, but is instead a simple assault charge, which, believe it or not, simple assault comes with a little bit more as far as harsher terms and sentencing than an assault by auto. Okay, so in reality, Controlla would prefer to have 2 counts of assault by auto, in the plea deal, than 1 assault by auto and 1 simple assault charge. Let's just put it that way. But I guess come the day of sentencing, we'll find out whether it was just, just a misunderstanding from the judge and she just said it incorrectly, or there's, a typo in the paperwork. All right. But either way, it is going to be 2 charges, okay, and it is going to be 2 counts of assault by auto, we think. Or it could be 1 count of assault by auto and 1 count of simple assault, based on what the judge said. So that's another thing that I wanted to point out, okay, that I had people asking me questions about. Now, in the state of New Jersey, okay, let me read you, and we'll read this together, what the sentencing or punishment is for that charge of, remember, this is just for 1 charge of assault by auto. I don't like this one. Let's do another one. There we go. Penalties. All right, let me share this screen here with you really quick, and we'll read this together. All right, what's this? Oh, we've got an advertisement. There we go. All right, so again, this is going to be what we're reading together is the penalties for assault by auto. Okay, and this is according to the state of New Jersey. So let me read this here together with you. Penalties. Assault by auto is a disorderly conduct offense under NJSA 2C semi or colon 12-1 parentheses C parentheses 1. And I probably said that incorrectly, but you follow me. Where it results in bodily injury, the penalty, which it did, okay, we heard the judge read that, you know, she did, and that's why you hear her have an interview so that the judge could understand, you know, the pretty much what happened in this case, okay? You hear that gentleman read or interview Controlla, and in one of the questions, he has her admit under oath that she did injure and hurt two individuals, one of those individuals being her daughter, the other individual being the passenger of the vehicle, okay? So there is bodily injury in this case. So let's read that again. Assault by auto is a disorderly conduct offense under blah, 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 where it results in bodily injury. The penalties for a disorderly person's offense include up to 6 months in the county jail, a fine up to $1,000, and the possibility of a driver's license suspension. Okay? So, again, although the state recommended, okay, the non-custodial probation, the judge, you do hear her say that she can defer from that recommendation, as well as she can just drop the whole plea deal if she feels like it's, you know, like she wants to. You know, again, we you know, Controlla says a lot of things, and obviously we know she's most likely not going to be telling the truth, okay? And the truth will come out. It always does. But what I want people to understand, because she's not making it sound so serious, is there is some pretty serious stuff that can come out of this. Absolutely. Even just the probation itself, okay, is very serious in this case, especially when you have somebody that already breaks some of those protocols or conditions of said probation, all right? It's going to be pretty hard for them, I can tell you that. Now, another thing is if they break that probation, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. They're going to be facing jail time, okay? So have that hanging over your head all the time when you act up like this individual does, okay? So definitely not a W like they try to make it sound. Whether they get probation, jail time, their license suspended, it's no matter which way it goes, it's definitely not a W. Oh, and don't forget, there could also be a civil side to this. And what I mean by that is there could always be a civil judgment made in this case, all right? Meaning a lawsuit, okay? Especially when you have an admission here in this case from, you know, the defendant saying, yes, I did cause an accident, and yes, I did injure people. And remember, that little interview you heard was all in reference or had to do with the pre-sentencing report, okay? Has to do a little bit with it, okay? Judge wanted to know, just like she said, I need to understand the details of the case, so this individual is going to ask you a few questions to help me with that, and that's what you just heard. So the judge has that information now to analyze. The judge is also going to receive a pre-sentencing report, which is, you betcha, going to include all of Controlla's previous criminal history, including her felony in New Jersey. So there is going to be a lot more stuff that's going to be, let's just say, put in account when that judge is making that sentence. All right, so I think that's enough on the Controlla case. Like I said, I don't want to, we've already covered that case. I just wanted to clarify a few things, especially some of the things that people had asked me questions in reference to. And again, if you have any questions into this case that I didn't answer, feel free to reach out to me via Instagram or via email. Let me drop that email for you guys really quick. Riot Coke, exactly. Okay, we've all seen that this individual partakes in the usage of in marijuana. Okay, again, depends on the state and the type of probation. Some may drug test, some may not, okay? Being that this had to do with an accident, probably more on the chances are lying that they are going to drug test in that probation. And they don't care. Some states, they don't care if it's a recreational or medical license that you may have, because it's not, remember, the federal government still has not recognized legalized marijuana in any states. Darlene Valenzuela with a $5 super sticker. Hold on, Darlene. Let me get that pulled up here on the chat. Oh, I see it. The sticker. Thank you so much for your support, my friend. Let me move my hot cocoa here so I don't make a mess. And spam them if you got them, chat. This gavel slam goes out to you, Darlene. And again, thank you so much for that super sticker. Much appreciated. Gavel, gavel time. Oh, yes. And for some of you haven't noticed yet, let me see if I can post it here. We've got a new emoji. Now, I still need to work on it a bit because it is a little hard to a little hard to see. But let's see if I got it. I should have it here. Let's see. And I'm gonna fix it, but I just wanted to have it out for tonight, just because I did promise I'd start putting some of these new emojis, and then again, starting next year, we're gonna have a whole set of new emojis and all sorts of cool stuff. But check it out. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Spirit in the Sky. We've got the lube life emoji. There you go. Spam them if you got them. Anyways, all right, so let's move on to the Jimmy the Christian case. So with Jimmy the Christian, let me get this off of here. Let's see here. I'm just going to pretty much share what I'm looking at here, which is going to be the docket notes on that individual. Now, something I do want to share in regards to that case, I have a correction, okay? We have, since the following of that case, we've only been looking at one of the docket notes, ladies and gentlemen, which was just for one of the charges, which, remember, was for lewd and lascivious acts to individual over the age of 18. Well, guess what? Because he has one of those names that's got, like, a 2-part last name, like a 2-part middle name, okay? They've got him in the reason that I didn't catch this right away is because they've got him in the actual search engine, like under not two different names. It's just the 2 different ways he puts his name in, okay? Well, I found that out today. And guess what? I found out that he's got another charge that he's facing. So it's not just one charge he's facing, like we've been reporting on. There's 2 charges he's facing, okay? And one of them both of them are felonies, as a matter of fact, okay? So I'm going to share that new information with you. Maybe some of you already knew this, okay? But for those that didn't, that's going to be new news for you tonight. We're going to look at some new docket notes that were just publicized at the end of last month that we didn't share. And I will update you with the next court hearing that's going to be going on with that case. And let's see here. And we'll just go from there and see what else we can find. And for some of you still wondering, yes, that individual, Jimmy the Christian, is still incarcerated. That is per the notes showing he still is in custody. There was a rumor going on that he had been bonded out or something. He was out. No, it's not true. He's still in custody. As a matter of fact, we're going to look at that all together. Let me bring that up here. Where do I got that? All right. So I'll start like this first, so I can kind of show you guys what I mean. All right, so what I'm going to bring here to the stage is going to be those search results I was telling you about. If you look towards the middle, okay, and again, remember, if you're on your phone, from vertical, flip it over to horizontal mode and put it on full screen mode, and you should be able to see what I'm looking at. But if you look towards the middle, you're going to see the name that we're actually looking for, okay? And that's going to be last name Ward Nichols, first name James, middle initial Leonard. Okay? That's where I had originally clicked on. But there is also other James Wards, but they have different dates of birth, right? Obviously, there's even other Emilio Villanis in this world, okay? And there may be even some that have the same date of birth. Who knows, okay? But that's why it's important to always know the person's name and date of birth, okay? If you look at his name and you keep going down the other James Wards, you'll see there's another one with that same date of birth, okay? And there was another way that I cross-referenced this to make sure that that was that same James Nichols Ward, and it is. So I'm going to start off by showing you the first offense or charge that we've been covering. Then I'm going to jump over and show you the second charge that I found out, okay? Okay, so let's go right here, back to my search. So I'm going to click here where it says Ward Nichols, James Leonard, date of birth 1962. He's a defendant in this party. This case number ends in 92. It doesn't end in it, but in the number portion of it, it ends in 928. The other one is going to end in 249. Okay. So let's start off with the first charge that we've been, denied. Why am I denied? Oh, I know why. Let's do this. All right. Let's do this again. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go to this case. We're going to open it up. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's all your case information. If you look towards the top right-hand corner, this is in reference to this case number, again, ending in 298. It is still open. It is a felony. You will see custody location, Martin County Jail. So that verifies there that he's still in custody. If you go down to where it says charges, you'll see this one here is for the lewd or love, and I can't say that correctly. It's lascivious, however, exhibition, offender over 18. Level F, which stands for felony. Okay? Towards the bottom here, we have some docket notes, and I'm going to go over those here in a second. I want to show you the other charge, okay? So remember, this is the one that I had been reporting on, okay? Is the one for the lewd or lascivious exhibition, all right? Now watch this. What up, Norma? Good to see you. Watch this. I'm going to go to that other James Ward. Here it is. Okay, this is the one that ends in the 905 number. So this is a felony. Status is open. Go down here. There's that new charge. Possession of child pornography. Felony level. And we've got a lot of case notes. So, yeah, he is facing it as of this moment. Now, remember, there is a very good possibility that there's going to be a lot more charges brought down onto this individual, okay? And you'll hear in this clip, we're going to play a clip, okay? This is going to be the body cam footage of the day of his arrest, which occurred at the Walmart, okay? You'll hear in his own confession that he confesses he's committed a lot more other offenses in other states. So I imagine at this moment, there's ongoing investigations from those states, as well as probably from the feds. I can't say that for 100% sure. But as these FOIA requests that I put out start coming in, we're going to start learning a lot more about those other ongoing cases if they exist, okay? But for right now, okay, out of the state of Florida, we know for a fact that he is facing 2 charges. And these are the 2 charges that we just went over now that he is facing, both felonies, okay? All right, let me go back to his original. Okay, here's the original charge. Okay, now here's something I want to share with you guys. Actually, from here, now that I've shared with you the new charge that I found out about, I want to go ahead and go to the body cam footage. Okay. This again is going to be the body cam footage from the day that he was arrested. We're just going to play like the first 10, 12 minutes of it. This actually comes from Mondo, Mondo Outdoors, which for most of you know who Mondo is. It is that Mondo, okay? Salmon Andy, as he's also known as, is the one that actually obtained this body cam footage. So we're going to be going over to his channel, and we'll be playing that body cam footage for you, okay? And like I said, we're just going to play the first 10 minutes of it because you actually, just in those 10 minutes, you learn quite a bit. And there's a few things that I want to point out from that body cam footage, okay? That'll kind of go right into us reading some of the docket notes from that just populated in regards to this case. And there's some interesting stuff there that I want to share with you. Okay, so let's go to that body cam footage. Just give me a second to get that populated up here. Oh, man. There's my playlist. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to share this link here for you. So that way, if you want to, shout out to, again, Mondo Outdoors. And again, this clip comes from his channel. If you want to subscribe to this channel or check out this link, here you go. Let me put that in a chat. I'm going to get this on full screen mode. All right. And here we go. Again, if we get any donations or anything like that, I will shout you out as soon as the clip's over, okay? And much appreciated for everybody's support this evening.
Begins at 28 seconds.
What up, Bean Gang?
Hi. How are you? I'm going to let the gentleman explain to you why he's here.
So I've been speaking with Reddick, Holmes, and Detective Duran. And they didn't know who I was. I've been asking questions. I'm here today to confess to something I did in the store in August. What I just finished doing over at the Burger King is sending out a whole confession, 20 pages of everything horrible that I've done, including this incident. I have this incident on, if you want to read what happened right here, you could read that if you want. I can pull it up on my phone. Keep going. So the only thing left I would do now is just read the email. So I'm here confessing to what I did.
So when you come to Officer Holland,
Yeah, well, so they've never really, I've never been fully open with them about why I was communicating. I said, I have information about something, blah, blah, blah. And they've always said, well, you need to get more specific. And I didn't want to get more specific because I wasn't ready to confess. So now I've confessed. They've got the email. It went to detective.
Something happened here 8 years ago.
The next Monday, after that Saturday. And they describe my clothing. They describe they describe my clothes.
Before all happened right here.
There was a woman with really long blonde hair. Do whatever you tell me to do.
Do you have any weapons on you or anything like that?
No, I don't know.
There's no weapons on the outside.
Okay, all right.
But it's not just this, it's other stuff from different states, FBI type stuff, federal hate crime, church registration.
Where are you from?
From New Jersey, Brittany.
Did you just get here? What are you saying? You see the cat notes? Yeah. New cat notes? How new? About the female that wants to talk to her? Yeah, but I guess like the email? Yeah. You have an idea of those? Let's get it fully running. What's going on?
If I have my
You got there?
Yeah, we could go and sit right here.
Come on over here. All right, well, let's start with your ID. Let's start there. Yeah. Hang on for a second.
Can I take my backpack off?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm just going to set it down.
That sounds fine.
Do you know Detective Duran?
I do know Detective Duran, yeah.
Okay, well, he's the last person I talked to about this.
Okay, good. When you talk to him, what did he say?
Well, I wasn't giving him enough detail. I was trying to find out what the statute of limitations was. I figured it out myself because this type of crime, there is no statute of limitations. When it's under a certain section.
Okay.
So he said, I was basically saying to him, I have information about this thing. He never told him it was me. Maybe he might have.
How'd you communicate with him? Communicating phone or email or
email, and the email that I just sent about a half an hour ago was to him, Holmes, Reddick, to Mellon.
And okay, so what happened and when and where it happened?
The incident here at Walmart?
It was an incident at Walmart?
Yeah. No, you didn't hear me talking before at all.
No, I did not.
I have that section.
Sure, whatever you got there.
That's probably the easiest thing to do. And so I'm finally confessing to this crime. And a whole bunch of other crimes that are horrible.
Okay.
I mean, horrible. I mean, really.
Well, just start with just one at a time.
No, I know. That's why I came here, because this I know was reported. Everything else, I don't know about it. This was reported in TC Palm the following Monday on the police blotter. It had root lascivious. It had what color shirt I was wearing. It had the make of my car. Because they tried to get me as I left the store. I got out ahead of them.
Okay.
So they never caught me. And then the next day after that, I moved to Colorado. Nobody ever caught me.
And when did this happen?
August 29th, 2015.
See, 2015?
August 29th, 2015 at this store.
Do you reside here? No, you said you just moved back from Colorado.
Yeah, about a month ago, but I've been staying at a Lake Worth extended stay down in Lake Worth.
And when'd you get down here?
To here? Just today. Today was the day I chose to confess to everything.
Why didn't you just come to the police station and confess?
I came to the Walmart because this is where the documented crime occurred. So I figured it made sense to come to the place where the crime happened. Could have come to the police station, but I figured it was easier to. Figured it would make more sense. You guys can look this up. It's not. It's an actual. It's in your database somewhere. I know it is. That's just the Walmart thing. A whole bunch of really horrible things.
What's going on here?
No, I came straight from the extended stay in Woodward.
You don't have any family members here? No.
My parents used to live here in Stewart. They're dead.
Okay.
Where are you living with in Colorado?
High blood pressure, obesity.
Are you planning on going anywhere?
No, I'm planning on facing the music because it's not just you guys. When Detective O'Quinn sees the document, this is FBI stuff, this is other jurisdictions. You guys are just the only ones that I know for sure where it was documented. It's fine. Because it's online. This Saturday. When it happened. Walmart. They saw me in the store and then
Have you lived in any other states?
Kansas, Arizona, New Jersey, Florida.
So some of these that happen in those states.
Oh, they definitely happen all over the country. Multiple other crimes happen here in Florida, and multiple other crimes happen.
You guys hear that? You hear a list of all those states? So I'm saying there's probably ongoing investigations.
Sure. Do you mind taking a ride to the station?
I expected that I would do that.
Well, has to be on your own free will.
I will. It's completely on my free will. I'm here to confess to everything. And
Do you mind? I just want to. We're gonna put you in my car. I just want to pat you down.
Absolutely.
Put your hands down. Relax.
Okay.
Do you have anything else on poke status? Anything
I
like
do
that?
not believe so. I just have my phone. And
You don't believe so?
No, I mean it's my phone and this wallet.
You got Jonathan around with me? The gaps fall back. So it's on the back mark. Throw that in the trunk.
And again, You got the names of the people who already dealing with it.
Yeah, we're working on it.
So come on and say so.
It's a federal right?
Oh, I understand.
All right, that's about it as far as what I wanted to take a look at with you guys. It is about a 43-minute, let's just call it 45-minute long video. So again, if you guys want to check that whole video out for yourselves, you can catch that on, I'll throw that link here again. That was off of Mondo Outdoors, otherwise known as AKA Sam and Andy's channel. That individual is the one that I guess obtained through a FOIA request that body cam footage and is the one that premiered it on their channel. That is the link to that specific clip itself. So, reason I played that part is because there's a few things I wanted us to listen to, and that had to do in regards to kind of answering that question is, and again, for some of you that are just joining us in this investigation, I probably recommend that you go back into the vault and start from the first, court case coverage of the Jimmy the Christian case. During that time, I mean, we even had a panel with a member of kind of the same camp that he was part of when he was, associated with the Lisa Jordana and that other streamer and other things she had going on with her streamer university, however you want to call it. We also found out in this clip that going back to all that, there's a manifesto that I'm pretty sure most of y'all are aware about. I saw some people mentioning it in chat, but ultimately in that manifesto, which trigger warning, okay, it does exist. You can find it online. I've never shared it as far as complete. We've shared like expert excerpts from that manifesto. But if you've read some of that or read through it all, you know very well what type of sick individual this person is. And you know very well that in addition to this crime that he's confessing to that allegedly happened at Walmart, he said back in 2015, okay? Remember, he's not confessing to anything that just happened right then and there, if you're new to this coverage. He's there confessing to a crime that happened allegedly back in 2015 at that same Walmart. That's why you hear the police officer ask him, well, why didn't you just come down to the station? Well, I saw some people in chat bring it up. That's what my personal opinion is. The guy is sick, and he wanted to he wanted to be back at that Walmart. In my opinion, I think to kind of re-engage some of those memories of what happened that day. There was, let's just put it this way, he intentionally went to that Walmart and wanted those police to come arrest him there for his own purpose, okay? For like his own high, if you want to call it that, sick, all right? Versus like the officer said, you could have just called, you could have just came down to the, police office and done this report, okay? Which probably anybody else would have thought of first instead of going back to the original scene of location of where they committed said crime and calling the police. But whatever. You can take that as you want. That was just my personal opinion as to why I think that individual wanted to be arrested at that Walmart. But anyways, reason I bring up the manifesto is this individual, if you read that, has done a lot of bad things, okay? And you heard him from his own mouth. He confessed that he believes he's done stuff in Colorado, Arizona, Kansas, New Jersey, okay? This is the state of Florida that he's being charged in right now. And that's, like I said, I have to verify this, and that's why these FOIA requests went out. But I do believe that there is ongoing investigations, absolutely. Right now, though, what we are covering are the charges out of the state of Florida. So, exactly, Glaves. He was definitely admiring his work. That's where I was kind of going with that. It's sick, man. This guy, like I said, if you read that manifesto, it's nuts. I mean, it's straight up. I don't think I've met anybody or even read about anybody as sick as this individual. I've watched a lot of those true crime documentaries and stuff like that. This is definitely just a start. I hope that they bring the justice that this individual is going to need to get. One, okay, as far as just for the victims, okay, that he owes that justice to. But two, you can't have somebody like that out on the streets. All right. He is it's just like having a loaded handgun just laying out on a public street. All right. He is a danger to the public right now. I personally am very relieved that he is still in the custody of the jail system there in Florida. And I hope he remains in custody until, hey, I do believe in the justice system. I do believe he has to have his time in court, but he needs to be in custody, is my opinion, until he does have his time in court. But let's go back to those notes really quick, because I guess this will lead into, well, what's coming up next for this individual? Well, what's coming up next is he has a hearing coming up, okay? And that's going to be, make sure we're on the same page here. All right, there we go. So we're going to go right here to where it says case dockets, or where the docket notes are at. And we will see that he has a docket sounding case or trial set for January 4th next year at 9:30 a.m. Okay. Now, that is also going to be the same date they have the other charge scheduled for. So if I'm not mistaken, they're actually going to listen to both charges on the same date. So yeah, right here under events, it looks like he had his last hearing was November 1st. And then the next one's going to be scheduled for January 4th. And let's see here. Let's go to that other charge. The one for possession of pornography. Oops. I got to go back here and do a search again. All right, so this is that second charge that we just kind of realized was there, possession of child pornography. And yep, that's set for the same docket sounding trial, January 4th at 9:30 a.m. with Judge Roby. All right, now I did want to share something with you here. I think this is it here. Let me just make sure. You guys can see this. All right, perfect. All right. There was a kind of watch. Let me just read this to you here. But the reason I'm going to read this to you is I want you to have an idea of more or less what evidence is being produced by the state right now in regards to this case. Some of this evidence is stuff that I did request through my FOIA request. Again, I'm not sure if they're going to send it to me or not, especially since this is an ongoing investigation. But being to the fact that they did release the body cam footage, I'm pretty sure that there shouldn't be an issue releasing some of this other stuff. But again, I will not know until they process my request, okay? So let me share with you what I'm reading here. Let me just kind of zoom this in a little bit closer for everybody to see. Right here on this other tab. There we go. So this is a second supplemental answer to demand, okay? So here, pretty much to give you a summary of what this is, I'll just read the paragraph. Comes now the state of Florida by and through its undersigned state attorney and files this. Okay, sorry. Comes now the state of Florida by and through its undersigned state attorney and files this supplemental discovery exhibit pursuant to Florida, blah, 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 and amends the original state's discovery exhibit by either amending information concerning witnesses, by parentheses, adding a new witness, changing the category of a previously listed witness, or changing the address of a previously listed witness, and or adding other material which has come into the state's possession since the original exhibit was filed. So all this is saying is they're amending, which means they're changing their previous discovery, and they're adding some more discovery to that. It's as simple as I can put that, okay? So what they've added, let me show you. Down here, they show you the following list of discovery is being provided. They've added, and this has electronic receipts, so that's a good thing because that means I should be able to get this because that's what I requested for. They've got FWC body cam, evidence.com link, Motorola body cam, WatchGuard link. So pretty much this just looks like a bunch of links and evidence coming from body cams, which probably is going to be multiple body cams from the multiple officers that were there. Probably going to show the same thing. It's just they have the different angles from the different officers that were, you know, there doing the interview. Okay. Let me go here. Stop sharing. Let me share this tab now instead. Let's see. What am I sharing? Oh, it's just me right now. Hold on.
On the calendar.
Oops, let's remove that. Let me get back to here. Hold on. So, now if you're wondering, we did do an update, but just in case, you know, you're just joining us now as to what happened on his last docket sounding case or trial. That was the one on the 1st. I can give you let's see here. I requested the notes. Let me see if it came into my email yet. I don't see it, but I'm pretty sure I've already requested that before. And what I was just going to show you is if I'm not mistaken, during that arraignment or during that trial, Jimmy did go ahead and plead not guilty. Okay. And that's what I was going to show you on that court docket note. I will, once I get that, probably in the email tomorrow, I'll share that with everybody. But again, we already went over this update. So again, you can kind of go back into the vault and you'll find this update. But I believe when we click that, once we have access, all it's going to show really was the fact that actually, hold on. I know I have that downloaded from the first time I requested it. Yeah, I'll just wait for it tomorrow because it's going to take forever to try to find it right now. So I got so many documents on here. But what I can remember from there is just really the fact that, you know, what stuck out was just the fact that he pled not guilty. He didn't have to go to jail, or excuse me, he did not have to go to court. He was being represented by his attorney that was there at the actual hearing. Okay, he was in custody at jail. Let's see here. Oh, and in that form, they also asked for a continuance. That's pretty much it. That's what it was on that minutes. It showed that, I'm pretty sure it showed that he pled not guilty and that they asked for the continuance or something like that. But either way, I don't want to guess. I'll just wait till I get that docket note and I can share that with you guys. But that's going to give us exactly a summary of what happened from his last hearing, which was on November the 1st. Glaves, so at Reform Stoic, I've had a lot of people reach out to me about that. I'm going to give you guys an update hopefully tomorrow. I'm still new to him going to a more recent court case. Last time I updated on him was the fact that they had issued a temporary restraining order against him, okay? I was brought to my attention that he just went to court just a few days ago from last week. So I'm going to try to obtain as much information as I can in regards to the Reform Stoic case so that I can give you guys kind of an update, hopefully tomorrow, okay? So in regards to this case, we've got our next hearing is going to be, what did we say? January 4th? Yep, January 4th. And probably on our next stream, I'll either do it together with you guys or I'll have it already made. But I'm going to have our next year's court calendar for the next 3 months, January, February, and March, set up. So that way we can start writing all these court dates like we did last time on our last court calendar. That way we can reference to that. And it's a lot quicker and easier to see what we have coming up and when it is. So January 4th is going to be our next hearing in regards to the Jimmy the Christian case, aka James Nichols Ward, or sorry, he's got that long name. Hold on, let me say it correctly. We are a court news station. So correct name will be last name Ward, first name James, middle initial Leonard. There you go. James Leonard Ward. So I'll give you guys our next update on this case will probably most likely be once we get closer to that January 4th date. Otherwise, if there's any breaking news regarding this case from now until then, I will definitely break that with you. As what I'm hoping to be breaking between now and then is going to be any requests from the FOIA requests that I put out that come in. So when stuff starts coming in, I will be sharing that with you. Pretty much what I'm going to be focusing on going next year for beginning of the year is going to be the two major cases that we're going to be, following starting next year, which we've already started following this year, but it's going to be going into next year, which is going to be the Jimmy the Christian case and then the Trina Golden case. As far as severity, both these cases are up there, okay? With Trina Golden, for some of you that are not familiar with what's going on with her, she is another IRL streamer that we started coverage on. She is facing a serious charge of distribution of drugs leading to a death, okay? Pretty much they are claiming she's responsible for the death of a young girl that died from allegedly some drugs that she allegedly purchased from this individual, okay? We'll get into more details of that once we start continuing coverage of that. But if you want to start that update, you can start from, like I said, just go back in the vault and look. Now there's a search box, which is pretty cool. So now you can actually search within the channel itself, the channel content. So just type in Trina Golden and you'll see it pop up. I think we've already done a couple of the Trina Golden coverage, specifically coverage like shows on her, at least an update. So going into next year, we're going to be focusing on the Jimmy the Christian case, Trina the Golden case for sure. Any news on skier Michelle? I do have some. So in regards to Michelle, FOIA request denied. Okay, there will be no body cam footage coming until I guess after the investigation is over in regards to her DUI. All right, so I can tell you that that request has been denied already in regards to Michelle for that body cam footage. In regards to Ski Mask Andy, we are still waiting on whether or not there will be any body cam footage coming from his last arrest, which fingers crossed, okay? We have not been denied, but we have not been approved either. So still kind of waiting for that. Let's see. But in regards to court dates, remember, Ski Mask Andy, next court date, we'll be following up with him, will be on December 28th. That's when he's going to be facing pretty much, I guess I would call it his arraignment. Might even be like a bond hearing / arraignment hearing, since he's got just a combination of such weird cases. He's got one that's not even a case. It's just, remember his revocation of probation? He already had that case. It's over. He didn't show up to probation. So they just got to decide what they're going to do with him, whether they're going to sentence him to the 90 days that he originally should have been sentenced to or what. Okay. Then he still has to plead guilty or not guilty to the obstruction of an officer, to the registration ticket. So it's still a lot of stuff going on before I think they're going to really start moving forward with everything. But either way, we'll find out what they're going to do with all 4 of those charges on the 28th, which they're all scheduled to be heard by the same judge. So that takes care of Ski Mask Andy. Michelle, I will be giving you an update this week on her. Remember, now in regards to her DUI hearing, she's got her first arraignment scheduled for February 7th, okay? Is it 7th? Yeah, because Controlla's sentencing case is the 9th, okay, 2 days later. So we are planning, if all goes well, we've been fundraising for that court trip. We are planning on, going down there to provide you as much live coverage of the Michelle Goes Live, or otherwise known as Michelle Sabate DUI hearing. But remember, this individual also has some other court stuff going on with some other stuff, okay? And I'm not going to get into that just tonight because I'm waiting on some other information. But I'm hoping to have an update in regards to that other stuff she has going on tomorrow, okay? So stay tuned, all right? So I owe you guys an update on Stoic. Let me write this down. Reform Stoic. And then we'll have update on MGL's other, we'll call it the other court stuff going on. tomorrow. All right. Let's see. EBZ. So I wanted to finish up with EBZ. Actually, with him, what I'm going to do is, because it was just going to be presenting some of the paperwork that I didn't, remember the stuff that I showed everybody that was a member of the jury of today. What I'll do is I'm just going to switch that community post from a members of the jury only over to a everybody. So instead of just showing you, because it's already getting late, instead of just showing you the paperwork here, it'll be a lot easier for me just to send it through as a community post. That way you can look at it yourself and you don't have, because with me, one, it's going to be hard to zoom in. It's going to be easier to see it as a community post. And two, you can take your own time to go through all the paperwork instead of me rushing through it, okay? So what I'll do is as soon as I'm done here, I will go ahead and switch that community post from a members of the jury only to a everybody can see post. And what that's going to include is pretty much all the docket notes as of yesterday, when I pulled all this information for the Ebenezer Dippenschot, I'm sorry if I pronounce his name incorrectly, case, also known as EBZ. We went over that a little bit more on our last court update. But again, if you want to see the paperwork that I'm talking about, I will shortly, as soon as we're done with this show, I will post that as a community post that everybody can see. Hobby Hater! What up, Hobby Hater? Hobby Hater! Finally an OG! You've always been an OG, Hobby Hater, but thank you so much for your continued support, my friend. This gavel slam goes out to you for being a member for 6 months. Spam them if you got them. And hold on, Hobby Hater says, finally an OG. Any update on the Skiwi body cam? Well, I think I just gave one, but hold on, Hobby Hater. This gavel slam goes out to you, my friend. Rio already moved out the way. He knew what was coming. That was funny. He just got up. He's like, I'm out of here, man. I'm trying to sleep. But in regards to that body cam, like I said, has not been denied, but has not been approved, which, like I said, we're still in limbo, but that's kind of a good thing. I'd rather it be in limbo than denied. Okay, so I promise, as soon as if I can get that, if they approve it, as soon as I get it, breaking news, bum, 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 bum. It's going to be coming up as a breaking news update, my friend. I got you. You're good, Hobby Hater. Oh, did you guys see yes, per a lot of requests of you. Oh man, let me hold on for all those that have let me straighten that out. I'm all crooked here. Sorry, my body. You know what? My sign reflects my body. I'm all messed up, broken, and crooked. So is my sign here. But oops, there you go, so that you can see better. As requested per a lot of you in the audience, I had changed that from wanted to captured now, okay? I got you. It might have took me a few days, but I got you. Yes, that's right. Hashtag don't mess with the press. Oh, as a matter of fact, hey, since we're kind of ending tonight's show, and like I said, I just want to do kind of a quick end of the news, end of the week update. We didn't have anything really new to cover. Just kind of wanted to, reiterate some points that I made and go over a little bit of what I considered kind of new information on some of these other previous cases that we're still covering. Remember, we're not done yet until the sentencing's done with Controlla court case. Once that's done, unless she gets in any other trouble, we're done covering that individual. We move on. We've got the Ski Mask Andy hearing. Okay, I have a feeling that's going to continue on a little bit more. We still covering into next year. Going next year, we've got the Jimmy, the Christian case. We've got the Trina the Golden case. EBZ is scheduled for, hold on, let me just give you a date on him at least. When is our next date? Yeah, that'll be next year as well, too. January 31st is going to be EBZ's next hearing. So we've got pretty much three cases we're going to be following up with going into next year with Ski Mask Andy, hopefully finishing up one chapter before the new year, which would be the Controlla sentencing. Wait, nope, that's next year. Sorry. So yeah, actually, I have a feeling we're not going to be concluding any of those chapters until next year. Fingers crossed. All right, so One thing before we end the evening, okay? I've received, as of today, I didn't even know FedEx, the mail, whomever it was, drops off boxes, okay? So I've got a box that came in today, and I don't know who it's from, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting this, so I guess I'll just open this kind of as a surprise opening together with you guys. Again, I hope it's not from a hater, because then something might explode in my face. Just kidding. Like I said, I don't think the haters are going to spend any money to even prank me like that. Ooh, okay, but I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. Now, remember, we've gotten a few gifts. I'll share that with you. Okay, actually, let me show you what we've gotten this last few weeks. All right. I want to say again, thank you, man. Just in this kind of last month, we received some gifts, and again, big shout out to everybody. I know Ono has gifted me quite a bit of things, really helpful things. So shout out to you, Ono. Got some new little earbuds. Ono had gifted me a flashlight for my nighttime exploration that we've already put into use. So shout out to you for that. We've got an anonymous donator that donated some Lube Life, which was been excellent pain reliever cream for my shoulder. So again, thank you for whomever sent the Lube Life over. It's been a miracle. I'm telling you, it's again 4 out of 5 stars for pain relief. I'll let you know if it's a 5 out of 5 for the other use. Okay, just not tonight. I also got a really nice little tortilla blanket and a little eye cover so I can get some sleep. That was from Dawson. So shout out Dawson for that gift. Oh no, again, everybody just concerned about me getting some sleep. So I appreciate that. With the, again, not virtual reality. Almost looks like it. But what you're witnessing here is an eye massager, my friends. Yes, believe it or not. And it has heat. And it plays Bluetooth music. So you can sit there and listen to some waterfall music going on, you know? Okay. Just kidding. So again, shout out to all you for that. Ho ho. We don't want to forget Gogol Rodriguez looking out for the boys with the compression shortened cup. We're going to save this for our MGL trip. For some of you that know exactly what this is for, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. So Go Girl, again, thank you so much for that. I think that's what it was for, right? To protect the boys? Or were you trying to say something else? We'll figure it out later. But last but not least, we've got this. All right. I'm going to close my eyes. Again, I have no clue who this is from. I'm going to show you guys first, and then we'll read the note. I hope it's something that's not bad that I can show you guys. Oh, well, I guess we'll find out now. All right, here we go. I can't see yet. Here it is. Thank you so much for what it is. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's oh, man, we got to check this out right now. Spam that crab emoji, baby. SoCal. It's hard to see right now. We're going to fix it, but that emoji looks just like this. That's the Lube Life emoji. I'll tell you more about it, my friend. So we've got, I'm just going to read it. I don't know what it says. Yeah, spam them crabs, please. It's a cute crab. Electric induction. Let's check it out. No moho. I still got some left. A little bit. It's for my shoulder, SoCal. Oh, wait, let's read the note first. Hold on, I'm being rude. Oh, shit. I couldn't resist. It's a crab. Want to see what Dobby and Rio's reaction are. From your friend. Oh, no! Oh, no. Thank you so much for that gift. As a matter of fact, we'll definitely check it out right now. Let's get Rio because he's not asleep yet. But before I do that, holy moly, Hobby Hater just hit us with a $100 super chat that reads, sorry, my friends that got their earbuds on, but you know I got to do it. Hashtag crab dance on them haters, homie. Spam that hashtag crab on them haters, homie. Oh, you know it. And you know what? I can't do a crab dance because I'm still broken. But I got a great idea. Hold on. But you know who can do a crab dance for me? My little crab friend right here. That's who will have do the crab dance for me tonight. Hobby Hater, thank you so much for your continued support. Oh no, thank you so much for my awesome gift. Everybody, Go Girl, oh no, Dawson. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. Gabble time. Let me put my drink here so I don't make a mess. Slam them if you got them, ladies and gentlemen. Rio! Come here, Rio. I've got a toy for you. Oh, this thing looks sick. Oh, nice. And it comes with the charger. No batteries needed. You know what? I think batteries are going to be a thing of the past, man. Oh, this thing looks sick. Hopefully, okay, I'm going to put it on the charger right now just in case it needs charge. And then we're going to go get Rio. Show you how it looks. Oh, yes. We're definitely going to get this thing crab dancing. Hobby Hater, thank you so much again. Oh, no, I appreciate my crab. Wait a minute. I take that back. That sounded kind of weird. Nobody appreciates crabs. Well, we do here. We appreciate the crustacean kind, not them other little ones. There we go. All right, I got this on the charger. Let me go get Rio really quick and let's test this out. Rio. He must be, I wonder where he's at because usually he'll come here really quick. Rio. Where's Rio? Come here, Rio. Come on. I got a toy for you. Oh, there's Dobby. Oh, now you guys are alive. All right. Let me disconnect my laptop here really quick. All right, let's get some music. We got to have that crab dance music. You know it, right?
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
Nope, he has not, rapper.
Connected.
But good try. Screw the shoulder, I got the lube. Hey. Add some of that lube. Oh, yeah. Lubed up. Oh, God, that looks horrible. I can do kind of half crab dancing. I'm a crippled crab dancer. Get up! Let's go! All right, here we go. Rio. Whoa! This thing crab dances! Get some! I think it needs to be charged up a little bit more. Rio, what do you think? I like it like that. Oh, I love it. Let's try it. Hold on. Let's try it out on the... Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, man. This thing is quick. Look at it. Oh! It even plays techno music. Shoot. Ah, little half arm pumps, little half arm pumps. Watch, let's see if I put it on here. Dude, this thing gets it going. Oh, yeah, no, you got to put this on the floor. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know how to shut it off. All right, let's put this on an actual, like, concrete floor and see how this bad boy works. Hold on, y'all. All right. This thing is sick. There we go. You just got to make it dance. Watch. There we go. Oops, before I wake up all the neighbors right now. Oh no. Like Hobby Hater said, gift is fire. Oh, I can't wait to. I'm sure I'm not even doing the right thing with this thing, but it's definitely, this thing dances. So good looking out. This is going to be the temporary crab dancer till my arm gets better. This one, I forgot we do the mirrored look. I love it. Thank you so much. And hashtag crab dance on them haters. Or am I going to get a bunch of flack because I'm using a plastic crab now and I'm not actually really crab dancing? Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. It is about 10:30-ish my time. Ooh, it's already going to be Monday on the East Coast. Happy Monday to my East Coasters. It's just barely 9:30 for all you West Coasters, so no complaining. It's not that late. Hey, oh no, thank you again so much for the gift. Rio, now you come. Let's see what Rio thinks. What do you think of Mr. Crab Dance? What do you think? You said I don't give a shit. Half little arm pumps, half arm pumps. I don't even, okay, there you go. The video for ad dogs chasing, you couldn't resist them. Oh, trust me, I will show you. So next time we go outside, we're going to take this and we'll definitely let the dogs go out. Well, I don't want to destroy it. We'll just let them chase it. Oh, this thing's awesome. I can't wait to mess with this outside. Trust me. Hippie Music Girl, shout out to my replay gang. Yes, unfortunately, we just had a quick little end of the week court news update. Like I said, nothing too exciting and new. Just kind of wanted to reiterate on some of the past updates we did. Give a little bit of better explanation now that I had a few people reach out to me with some questions, and I've had a chance to kind of dissect the Controlla court case or this last hearing a little bit better from the audio. But yeah, we'll see you guys here very soon. This week, obviously, we'll have a, midweek court update. We may have some breaking news come up between now and that midweek court update. We'll definitely do a walk and talk here pretty soon. I did not forget, I still got a kind of end of the year / polar plunge / partay, we'll call it, okay? That we'll be planning out here pretty soon. Oh, yes, I didn't forget. As a matter of fact, we've already probably had something go down like that, but if I'm going to be doing a real crab dance on the haters dance, I want to be 100%. I'm getting better. The lube life has definitely helped. I'm telling you. A lot of lube life, a lot of rubbing, and lube life and rubbing. Lube life and rubbing. It works out great. I'm telling you. Anyways, you guys, I want to wish you all a happy rest of your weekend for some of those that have a few hours left of it. For those that have already started your weekday, well, get on that grind. And hey, it'll be Friday sooner than you know it, okay? Don't forget, as a matter of fact, it's already going to be that Christmas time coming up. So a lot of y'all are going to already be on your little Christmas time breaks, holidays, Christmas parties. So a lot of stuff to look forward to, a lot of fun and festivities coming up, all right? Again, if you have any questions, just want to reach out, say hi, concerns, any what is it when people, complaints. You're more than happy to drop those off at either my Instagram. You can catch that link on my main channel page, or just email it to me. All right. With that being said, always remember, check that 6. Head on a swivel. Try to love somebody. Man, I'm telling you, even with these holidays, I still see so much hate out there. Can we just get a little love, man? Just a little love. So try to love somebody. That's what I'm working on every day. And we'll catch you on the next one. As always, NJCourts. And I am tonight, my friends, as well as with my little crab friend. We are officially Did you hear Rio? Was that a ooh? Did you just do one with me? Oh, there! Oh yeah! We got a We'll see you guys. Have a good night. Peace.